Hey, my name's Avram Parker and welcome to Muse Culture's playtest. Today I will be looking at a fabulous Chinese independent game that is actually browser-based, if you can believe it. The game is Attack on Titan Tribute. It is developed by Chinese indie developer Feng on fengli.com. This game basically takes off of the anime or the manga. If you're reading or watching either of these, then you'll get it straight away. Like, you know exactly what's going on in this. But it might look a bit strange to the outside viewer, so let's try and get into it. Basically what this game entails is there's these giant, naked, kind of baby people, I want to call them, and they will just wander around the city and try and eat you when they see you. And if you know the anime again, you'll get this straight away, but it might seem a bit strange, but stick with me. Basically, what happens in the game is you have two cords that you can attach to any surface in the world that you can use to slingshot yourself around the place. And you have a steam-powered booster pack that allows you to accelerate while in the air and kind of guide your direction in an amount. The objective of the game is to hit the titans, which are the giants, in the back of the neck. Once you hit them in the back of the neck, they die. And there will be about 15 in single player, and there's waves in multiplayer. Yes, this has an amazing multiplayer mode that is mostly stable on LAN right now, and is a bit finicky when you go online. If you don't have a solid internet connection or aren't in the local area of the people playing, it can be really hard to get a connection. So just keep that in mind, that this is in an early development stage. It's really interesting what the game does. It blends this mix of sort of pixel art textures over really clean polygons that allow you to basically free run around the world and get these amazing jumps and velocity, and just, it gives this amazing sense of freedom, but it's always counterbalanced by the sense of fear, as you could die at any moment in this game. There's just a myriad of ways that these titans can move that you just won't expect. You could be flying right past them and they'll just turn their head and bite you in half. So to be like really tactful, you have to really learn their movements and be able to dodge like their hands and their everything, because they will beat you. And there are different types. This is where things get a bit more annoying. There's one that crawls around on the ground that's almost impossible to kill at this point, and hopefully will be updated and fixed. There's one that runs around and just has extra speed and can do this massive belly flop attack that when catches you off guard, yeah, it catches you off guard. So let's take a look at what the game actually looks like. It has a graphical slider that actually it lowers the frame rate a little bit, so I've chosen not to use it as much in this review. There is some footage of it, so I'll just try and show that off. It has basic depth of field and like really nice shaders and lighting effects, which actually look really beautiful for like a browser-based game. Again, I just want to reiterate that this is a fully 3D, free-flying game almost, where you don't see this kind of gameplay in your browser. That's all I'm saying. The game has great chibi style that also contrasts with the anime and manga really well, which are very serious. And so coming into this, it feels more like a game, it feels more arcadey, and it's definitely very endearing once you know the characters, because you'll start playing your favourite character because there's a list of about 10 different people with different abilities. Each character will have a different ability that ranges from one of them that can actually transform into a titan, one of them that can eat something and run a bit faster. There's a character that can make the titans laugh to distract them, and people that can cut their way out of the hands if they get caught, and attack maneuvers like forward dashes and spinning attacks that'll give you a bit more radius with your attacks and a bit more coverage. The gameplay is amazing. Don't get me wrong, like, it is fantastic. And the controls are really responsive and they're really great, but it has to be mentioned that they can be a little hard to learn, because you have 3 different ways to fire off your cords, and you have to start to learn the physics of the game and the way that you can actually swing. This also becomes the strength though, because once you learn how to throw yourself into the air, you are going to be having the best time. I can't even explain how many times I've loaded up this game just to fly around the city. Being a fan of the original series, this game already appealed to me. For people who aren't fans of the anime or the manga and don't actually know anything about that world yet, this can be really interesting. It can be a bit daunting because all of the characters are just listed by names, and you have to just pick through them, and you don't have any connection to them like I did when I got in there. But you know, I would recommend watch it because it's an amazing show as well. But also, just get into it because this game is fluid, it's fantastic, and it's a testament to what we can do in the future of gaming, that you could build something so fluid and so well made in your browser. Attack on Titan Tribute is just fantastic. It's so much fun. You'll pick it up, you'll play it for hours and hours and hours, I imagine, if you like this sort of free-roaming, skill-based kind of combat game. It can be tricky though, I'm not gonna lie, and learning the ins and outs of like how to hit the eyes so that you can paralyze them for a moment so that you can get a kill on like a faster Titan, or how to actually get the Titan that's crawling around on the ground and can jump at you. There's different little nuances to it, and you might get a little frustrated, but at the same time it's very rewarding and it's very satisfying flying all over the city, or the forests, and I would really recommend go check it out, see if you like it. If this footage has given you any indication of what the game's like, I think you will enjoy it. Thank you all so much. I've been Avram Parker. I've been here for Muse Culture. Please head over to museculture.net or the Facebook, search us up on Twitter, get us up on anything, and just check us out. Come talk to us. We have a lot of other cool videos on the YouTube, and enjoy. Thanks so much. See you next time.